I took a bunch of stats that I thought could be relevant at comparing, the Bitcoin BTC and the Bitcoin BCH community, and had a look at what is the difference between them. What is basically the BTC community is always larger, but by how much, right? So on the price, it's about 160x difference, 30,000 USD to about 180 USD at the moment, obviously. Transactions per day, however, it's 300,000 for BTC and 50,000 for BCH. So that's only 6x. So even just in those two, you can see there's a huge, it's not proportional in any way. Active addresses per day, 800,000 for BTC, 80,000 for BCH. So about 10x. If we look at BitPay and their stats that they do on people paying with crypto at vendors, so more in that sort of actual commerce stat that we were talking about, 56% of their stuff at the moment is about on BTC and about 6.5% is on BCH. So that's about 8.5x advantage for BTC. Cash to VN, who do remittances, again, more sort of that real economy type vibe. BTC, they do about 22.5% of their transactions, and BCH is about 12%. So there it's only a 2x. And then, so even when you're looking at these stats, it can be all over the place. And then you can go a bit more esoteric and you could say, okay, so what Bitcoin did was the biggest BTC podcast. They have 82,000 YouTube subs, right? This podcast has almost 1,000 YouTube subs. So you could say it's an 82x advantage there. But that's still not very meaningful, because there's a lot more Bitcoin BTC podcasts than BCH. There's this one, and there's Casual BCH. Shout out to Satoshi Nakamoto, who also has one, right? But there's about 100 Bitcoin BTC podcasts. So it's not really 1-to-1, but that's an 82x, right, on that very crude measure. Tweets per day, there's about 150,000 tweets per day, apparently, on Bitcoin BTC, and about 300 a day on BCH. So it's a 500x advantage, right? And just think about that. Think about all the people in all the different cryptos and all the no coiners and everything who are always tagging Bitcoin. That's pumping up their stats, right? And if you look on Reddit, right, the traditional stronghold of cryptocurrency communities are Bitcoin. 4.2 million. BCH on RBTC has nearly 1 million. So there it's only 4.5x. So between this entire set of things, we've got anywhere between 500x and 2x difference between those two currencies. And so this is really all just for me to demonstrate, when the viewer was writing in how many people are in BCH, just look at this stat. It's not really that simple. It's kind of which stats you're looking at and which ones you choose to value.